an outdoor production, an art joint production.
This is the Rapper's Lounge. This is the Rapper's Lounge. This is the Rapper's Lounge. Rapper's Lounge. Rapper's Lounge.
What's going down, man? It's your player partner. It's been a little minute. Freddie Skillz. Right now, y'all tuned into the Rappers Lounge. And right now, on this good Sunday, we have my player partner, my friend, my mentor, my relative, my uncle, you know what I'm saying? Keith Nephew Carter, you know what I'm saying? Keith is, he's been around streets of Austin, Texas for a long time. He's a motivational speaker, a poet, an author. He got books, you know what I'm saying? And he done changed into the street life to the walk in the word, and you know what I'm saying, and changed his life. So we've been a rap with him right now, and basically get some things understood for those that don't know. So nephew, I see this book right here. It's called Addictive Adages.
Addictive Adages by Keith Carter.
So what inspires you to write this book right here?
Man, I wanted to, it's kind of hard to speak to a gangster about, God and church and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I needed an icebreaker, so my poetry is a crafty way to have a Bible study, you know what I'm saying, with a dude, you know what I'm saying, but I use my rhythm and my words, you know what I'm saying, and my rhymes and my poetry to drive my point across, you know what I'm saying?
Right
That's a skillful way, man, you know what I'm saying, to come around, you know what I'm saying, without making it, and plus it take it from being boring, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was raised up, you know what I'm saying, with the fire and brimstone, you know what I'm saying, like, my grandmother, they like scared me, you know what I'm saying, like I didn't want nothing to do with that, but when I really found out who God really was and how he really operated and how he really, you know what I'm saying, love us more than, want to condemn us, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what made me come on in and it opened my eyes to a lot of things. And that's what I'm trying to do, man, take the street dude, man, to a higher level of thinking.
Right on. I can dig that. I spoke to you behind the scenes, and I remember you saying something about opportunity.
Yeah.
For the youth or the people that don't understand what opportunity is, can you enlighten them on that?
Okay, opportunity is a made-up word that I made. I read somewhere, in a book that one of the definitions for problem was opportunity. And it was so profound, man, it blew me back, man, because here it is, I've been looking at life, you know what I'm saying, from the wrong perspective. So I blended the two words together, and that's my campaign, man, opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to inspire, enlighten, and encourage people, you know what I'm saying, about a different way of looking at things. Instead of looking at my problem as a problem, look at it as an opportunity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. In reference, I don't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
People might not understand what you mean by perception. And I know, like, again, I say behind the scenes, we were talking, we were rapping, and you said, you gave a metaphor on perception with the 5 heartbeats.
Yeah.
Tell them what you mean with the movie scene on perception with the 5 heartbeats.
Well, a lot of y'all, I know a lot of y'all have seen 5 Heartbeats because it's famous, but in the movie 5 Heartbeats, the singers, they fell out and had a fight on stage.
Right.
And they had 2 managers. One was their choreographer and one was their manager.
Right.
The choreographer was mad because they were fighting.
Right.
And the manager, you know what I'm saying, laughed at it and used it, you know what I'm saying, as a part of their show in the next concert.
On the next concert.
So here it is, you had one situation with 2 different perceptions. You know what I'm saying? 2 different views.
Right.
I could look at a cup half empty or half full.
Right.
It depends, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's no such thing as good days and learn days, man. To me, I don't look at it like that. Oh, this is a bad day. No, I don't tell myself that. I say, man, this is a character building day. You know what I'm saying? Man? This is a learning day. You know what I'm saying? So either way, see, because when I say that this is a bad day, I put myself in the loser column. And I never want to put that negative energy on me because I have
that.
no room for that, man.
I can dig that.
I'm positive.
Yeah, I can dig that. Same with me, man. I try to be as positive as I can be. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of ups and downs in life. You know what I'm saying? Like the problems you have in life sometimes inevitable, or you know, however you say it, inevitable.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you do have choices. So if I put myself in the negative and be like, well, damn, this shit happening. Oh man, my life is messed up. You know,
Yeah.
I'm gonna feel. That's the energy I'm gonna get.
Yeah.
That's my mood is gonna change. My energy is gonna change. So because you know, people don't know that life is all about energy. You know, if you wake up happy, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be happy throughout the day. If you wake up mad, you're gonna be mad throughout the day. You know what I'm saying? So
And your words have power.
And your words have power. You know, so that with that perception, I like the way that you use that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's enlightening. You know what I'm saying? To people, to old heads, young heads. That's all you really need to know. But so you had an addiction, correct?
Yes.
I
still have an addiction.
You still have an addiction. Can you elaborate on it? Like, what are you addicted to?
Okay.
What's going on?
Man, I have two addictions, man. One is alcohol, and the other one is crack cocaine. You know.
Right.
And I'm not cured of my addiction, of my afflictions. I just learned how to live with it. You know what I'm saying? How to navigate through life, you know what I'm saying, without it. Because I don't need it. All I need is oxygen to breathe. But then the enemy will tell me that I need that drug to succeed, or I need that drug to live, which is not true. So I've learned how to dismantle its power. You see what I'm saying? Because see, the only power it has is the power you give it. See what I'm saying? See, a bottle of Parmesan has no legs. So the only way it can get in my system is if I inflict myself. I got to pick it up. Only way crack cocaine get in my system if I pick it up. See what I'm saying? That's the part that a lot of addicts don't know. And then two, I get the strength from my higher power, which I choose to call God through Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? I don't knock another person's perspective, you know what I'm saying, on religion. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just telling what works for me. Right. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I will never be cured of my addiction. But I've learned how to maneuver around it. Right. You know what I'm saying? Through wisdom. Right. You know what I'm saying? Through my higher power. I can dig that. And I'm free today. I can dig that. You know what I'm saying? Praise be to God. So with that addiction, can you tell us how has that changed your life, or you know, in a good sense and in a bad sense? I know in a bad sense you say that you were previously locked up. Yeah. Did some time. How was that? You know, like what went on with that? Once again, using opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Instead of looking at my stint in my 9-year stay in incarceration as, you know, lost time. You know what I'm saying? The positive side of that is I went so you don't have to go. You see what I'm saying? See, a smart man learn from his mistakes. A wise man learn from others' mistakes. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Right. So that's what I'm doing. I would not change nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like if I could go back and change, you know what I'm saying? See that prison term and all the stuff that I went through, you know what I'm saying, it prepared me. It made me, you know what I'm saying, the type of person that I am, you know. Like say for instance, the butterfly. Did you know that a butterfly, if while he's in the cocoon, that if you help him out of if you cut the cocoon, because he got to struggle to get out. Yeah. And the struggle is what makes his wings strong enough for him to fly. So if you help him out of there, you know what I'm saying, he won't be able to fly. You know what I'm saying? Oh damn, I didn't know that. So the same way for me, man, you know what I'm saying? My trials, my tribulations, you know what I'm saying, made me to the person that I am today. To be able to sit here with confidence and, you know what I'm saying, teach people from my mess ups. Miracles, you know what I'm saying, from my mistakes. You know what I'm talking about? That's deep. So you know what I'm saying? So I don't look at it as, you know, a bad thing, because every saint has a future and every sinner has every saint has a past and every sinner has a future, man. So that makes the sinner and the saint equal because they both got good and bad.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
To balance the spectrum, man.
I can dig that. So you seem like a pretty intelligent individual, man. If I do say so myself. So with all of the learning lessons that you encountered, what was your first encounter with God? Can you remember that?
Man, I remember like it was yesterday, man. Like I say, I was taught, religion through my grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
But see, it's all about having a personal relationship with your God.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? With your higher power. And what happened was, I was in solitary, and it was a storm that night. You know what I'm saying? But raining real hard, and the rap station had the last song they played was "One Day You're Here, the Next Day You're Gone," by UGK.
Mm-hmm.
And when the song went off, it had me thinking about my life. Because one day I am gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I got down on my knees that night, man, and I prayed to God. But I prayed to God in a way that was not normal. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I was crying, I was beating on my bunk, and I was demanding, stuff from God. I talked to him kind of rough, you know what I'm saying? And in that moment, when I stepped outside the box, God came to me because he saw that I wasn't speaking or praying no rehearsed prayers or my grandma. I came to him, look, man, if you real, show yourself to me. I'm tired of living like this here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of life and life hardships, man. I can't, because we wasn't built to take that on by ourselves. So I'm taking life problems on by myself, and it was beating me up. You know what I'm saying? I needed God to come in and help me do the heavy lifting, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so that's why. So at that moment, so the next day when I woke up, man, life was different.
And different how?
It's like the grass was greener. I could hear the birds. I was speaking to dudes because you got to understand I'm in prison. You know what I'm saying? I'm waking up with attitude, mean mugging. You know what I'm saying? Fighting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I kind of got a little mushy a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But in a good way, man. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? I was actually speak to you. You know what I'm saying? I saw, and I wanted to do something different. I wanted to right my wrongs and stuff like that. Right. I had a feeling that I never felt before, and I know something had happened to me. You know what I'm saying?
That's deep.
So at that point, I had met the God that my grandmother always talked about, but I never knew.
I can definitely dig that. One of the things he told me prior to, man, he said that sometimes everything that you need will be right in front of you or right around you, and you'll be walking with your head down, walking right past it. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, man. It's a story in the Bible where a lady, her husband had died, and she was broke. So she went to the prophet, and the prophet told her, asked her, what did she have in her house? She said, well, I got some oil in my house. So he told her to go borrow some vessels and pour the oil in the vessels and sell the oil, So here it is, this woman, before she met the prophet, which was the man of God, you know what I'm saying, which was the light that illuminated, you know what I'm saying, it showed her, you know what I'm saying, the oil. She already possessed the oil.
Right.
So she was starving for no reason. But God, you know what I'm saying, through the prophet showed her, you know what I'm saying, a come up. Showed her that she already possessed the riches. And it's the same way with us, man. It's something in you, and it's something in you, and something in me that's a treasure that hasn't been unearthed yet. That we overlook it.
Right.
The richest place on earth is the graveyard, man, because if you, like, everybody has something to offer the world. Say, for instance, like the person who invented air conditioning. You know what I'm saying? Man, that really revolutionized the world, helped the world, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We were sweating to death.
Right.
The person that invented lights, you know what I'm saying? They made contributions to the world. But everybody is here for something. God didn't make no trash. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody's here. So it's up to us to see God, to show us what I am here for.
Right.
Like I showed you earlier, you know what I'm saying, like a chair. If you don't know what a chair for, you might misuse it.
Yeah.
If you don't know what you here for, you'll misuse yourself by using yourself as a dope dealer. You know what I'm saying? As a pimp. You know what I'm saying? I mean, as something other than what you was built for. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
It still work, but you're not working at your full capacity because that's not what you here for. Like I say, like, you know, it took time. You know what I'm saying? And let me make this clear. Coming to this side, man, you got to lose that microwave mentality.
Yeah, for real.
Because man, everything over here, it's slow.
Yeah, it requires patience.
It's slow, but it's for sure.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with time and patience and preparation, man, God showed me who I was. You know what I'm saying? I'm a teacher. You know what I'm saying? So I like to receive information and give out information.
Right.
To help, you know what I'm saying, enrich and better people's lives. So you know what I'm saying? So I'm working in that element. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what I'm doing. Like right now, you know what I'm saying? I'm using my mishaps to educate people. Hey man, you don't have to go this way. It worked better this way. Boom, boom.
Right. That's deep, man. I can definitely dig that. I like that message, man. That whole metaphor in terms of it. To the people that's watching, or youngsters who don't got no guidance, who don't got no mentor, who don't got nobody, who going through things, who are not very I'm not gonna say intelligent, but got some growing to do. What can you tell them that might be beneficial and useful to them?
Man, first of all, I would like to say anybody can sell dope. Anybody can do wrong. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can, you know what I'm saying, do things of that nature. So it don't take no, you know what I'm saying, a trained monkey to do that. So man, you know what I'm saying? So that's small stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Try to find you somebody who is doing something outside the box. You know what I'm saying? Instead of talking about, you know, whipping it real hard, cooking dope, and you know what I'm saying, man, packing a pistol. You know what I'm saying? I mean, anybody can do that. Everybody doing that, man. But what, go against the grain, man. You know what I'm saying? Try to find you somebody that's doing something that's about something, because you are who you hang around, man. You know, I look for people. Really, I look for millionaires because I want to be a millionaire. So you know what I'm saying? If I'm hanging around money, I'm gonna have money. You know if I'm hanging around trouble, I'm gonna have trouble. You know what I'm saying?
I dig it.
Things like that. So I tell them, man, just peep your surroundings, man, and you'll see where you're going. If everybody in your circle, man, is going to penitentiary, you in line.
Oh, that's deep.
You know what I'm saying?
That's deep.
I mean, you're not no exception to the rule, man.
Yeah. Because I mean, like,
I thought I wasn't going.
I say like this, like, that statement is true because, like, drug dealers hang with drug dealers. You know what I'm saying? Trappers hang with trappers. Like, robbers hang with robbers.
Rappers hang with rappers.
Rappers hang with rappers. You know what I'm saying? So it's what he's saying is to, watch the company you keep.
Yeah.
Okay. The Bible is right here, underneath the book that you wrote.
Yeah.
What is your favorite Bible scripture?
Man, my favorite Bible scripture is, now keep this in mind. I don't know all my scriptures, but I mean, like, give you the number in the chapter.
Right.
But I can give you the verse, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And my favorite Bible scripture is when Jesus told Peter, he said, the devil want to sift you like wheat, but I have prayed for you that your faith fail not. And when you are strengthened, you know what I'm saying, go and get your brother. That's my favorite scripture because that's the scripture that reached out and grabbed me. You know what I'm saying? And let me know that I was delivered, and let me know my position, and let me know what I need to be doing. Because he said, even though Jesus was talking to Peter, see, when you read the Bible, you got to put yourself in that, like in that promise or that blessing. You know what I'm saying? Right. You put your name there. So when I felt that God was talking to me, he said, the devil want to sift you like wheat, because I can understand it, because I was little, the devil been trying to kill me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if you pray for me, something might happen. But the Bible said, but I have prayed for you. It was written in red. Jesus said it. So if Jesus said it, man, that's just like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
yeah. So I believed that and stood on that, man.
So you believe that the Bible is real?
Yeah.
I believe that the Bible is real. It's a lot of people that I see on social media with some controversy about the Bible and Jesus and things of that nature.
But to comment on that, man, it's just like chicken. You know what I'm saying? You eat the meat, you throw away the bone. Yes, there's some questionable stuff in here. You know what I'm saying? It seems like contradiction or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it's also some stuff up in there that's hit head on. So I'm not gonna discredit the good stuff. I'll discredit the whole book because of, you know what I'm saying? And then too, just because it's a contradiction to me.
Yeah.
God ways and my ways are, you know what I'm saying, me different. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's way more intelligent than me, so I might be misunderstanding it. So I'm saying, but what I'm gonna do is believe for now, and then whatever questions I have, I ask him when I get there. You know what I'm saying?
Real. That's real. So you say you just you going by strength of faith.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna revert back to the street aspect because this is where you is now. You a whole different person now. When you was in the darkness, what was some of the things that you were dealing with? Where were you at in Austin? Like, what was going on?
Okay, I first started selling dope when I was 14 years old. You know, at that time, you know, like it was crack had hit. You know what I'm saying? Ronald Reagan was in office, man. It was a war on drugs. So what the older dudes done was they knew that us young dudes, you know, if we get caught with dope, you know, we would just go to juvenile and get right back out. So they exploited us, you know what I'm saying? They recruited us, and, you know, and really overnight we went from boys to men. You know what I'm saying? And crack hit so hard. I mean, like, you know, a 14-year-old boy. It wasn't nothing for a 14-year-old boy to have $5,000-$6,000.
Oh man!
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Here yesterday you were playing with G.I. Joe. Now today you playing with racks. You know what I'm saying? And the machine guns and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I started off in Real Auto. Then I went to 12th Street. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's just the same old story, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, living, having money. You know, having women and clubbing and stuff like that, living reckless, with no purpose. You know what I'm saying? And thinking I was doing it.
Did you ever think that you would come to a time where you would be where you are now?
Man,
back then.
Being that I'm an observer of life, and I've seen people change. You know what I'm saying? I wanted would I be one of those type of people? You know, if I lived, you know what I'm saying? And I'm glad I had a praying grandmother, man. You know what I'm saying? A praying mother. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was in doggy, they didn't give up on me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They prayed for me, man, you know. And finally, man, it took root. You know what I'm saying? The prayers that they prayed, man, came to fruition.
I can dig that. What is your definition of success? Like, how do you know when in your life, or if like, you know, what can you say? When can you say I am successful or I'm going to be successful? What makes you successful?
Man, look, it's just like being broke, right? Your definition of being broke might be $0.
Right.
My definition of broke might be 10,000. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's all about the perception. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Man, look here.
Perception is everything.
Yeah. You man, what's successful to you? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not, you know, you might not be, you might think you're successful, but in my eyes, I think you're not successful.
Right.
So, but my point of view really don't matter, man. It's up to you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And success for me is living your purpose, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, operating in your realm. You know what I'm saying? Like a fish. A fish look crazy flopping out of water, but you put him in his element. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he doing the food.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what success is to me, man. When you're in your lane.
Right.
You know what I'm
deep.
saying?
That's deep. That's deep. Where it on social media can the people find you if they want to get at you and tell you I like your interview or just want some wisdom from you or some game from you? Where can they go?
All right. I'm on Facebook, Keith Nephew Carter, and like I say, the name of my book is called Addictive Adages. You know what I'm saying? Adages is another word for proverb. Addictive Adages by Keith Carter. You can get it on at Amazon.com. I mean, on Amazon. And if you have a Kindle, you can download it. You know what I'm saying? It's on the Kindle.
Right.
And I like I said, I'm a poet, I'm an author, and I'm a motivational speaker. You know what I'm saying? I can be reached at 512-704-2352. You know what I'm saying? To be booked for to come and speak at, you know what I'm saying, your establishment, you know what I'm saying, a venue or whatever, you know what I'm saying. And I'm reasonable, you know what I'm saying? Right. And because I love this is what I do. You know what I'm saying? This is not work to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I love to see, seeds planted. You know what I'm saying? I might not, just like when I was selling drugs, man. You know what I'm saying? My drugs affected people that I never saw. Now, my words, my inspiration is affecting people that I never see, never know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I got to have faith that I know that's happening right now as I speak.
Right.
Somebody would look at something different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Due to the, you know what I'm saying, light that I brought to the situation, man. You know what I'm saying? And that there, man, if I could just reach one person, you know what I'm saying? I'm successful.
Right. Yeah. And I can tell you, just I've known what I know. It'll be a couple people you reach. You know what I'm saying? And because it's the message that you put out. It's what come out your mouth. What come out your lips that mean good or bad. You know what I'm saying? And if you speak good, somebody gonna pick up that good. You feel me? I just want to say, as far as everything, I feel like you are a pretty decent mentor. For youth. As far as knowing you or whatever, but that's just my take on it. As far as as far as your book goes, would you mind, just reading a chapter or like a page so the people can know?
Well, let me explain. Okay, like I say, Addictive Adages by Keith Carter. What I have in the first part of it, I have 12 poems. Like I said, my poems are inspirational and they inspirational and informational.
Right.
Okay. Like for instance, I have a poem called "Have You Prayed Yet?" Right. And let me go to it.
Have you prayed yet?
Have you prayed yet? You know what I'm saying? And it goes like this: and say, before you throw the towel, before you break a sweat, let me ask you this. Have you prayed yet? There's nothing wrong with praying, getting on your knees and saying, I can't do this alone. Praying is what makes you strong. Some prayers are long, some prayers are short, but it really doesn't matter as long as you stress the point. So all I'm gonna say before I place a bet, and you know what that is, have you prayed yet? Before you make a plan, don't go talk to man. Hit your knees and pray, see what God has to say. Pray if you're a saint. Pray if you sin. You can pray out loud or you can pray within. Look at history's pages. They've been praying throughout the ages. Praying is who we are. Praying is how you make it far. Before the rubber hits the road or the pen hits the paper, I believe it's only right for you to check in with your maker. So Have You Prayed Yet is the name of this poem. We got to pray today, in and out of the storm.
That was deep.
See, like I say in the poem, you know what I'm saying? You can pray out loud, you can pray within, man. You know what I'm saying? You can pray a long prayer, you can say a short prayer. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm giving, you know what I'm saying? Because when I was young, I thought if I didn't say a long prayer with big words this long, that God didn't hear me. You know what I'm saying? The show out type prayer. Say, man, you can go to God and talk to God just like he's your homie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I ain't saying cuss him out.
Right. Yeah.
Call him, have some kind of respect for him.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? But it's, I'm breaking it down and making God, cause God, when Jesus came down, he was part God, part man. So he has a human side, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why he calls himself a man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they not letting you know that he can relate to you, man.
Right.
You got to understand that God came down in part human, you know what I'm saying? Part God. So therefore, man, his human side saw our frailty, man. So you know what I'm saying? He has sympathy and empathy for us, man, because he at one time was all point tempted just like us, man. You know what I'm saying? He's seen what we go through every day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this, since we're on that topic. What do you feel about like pastors like Peter Pipeoffs and T.D. Jakes and Joel Osteen's, the big churches and everything? Or are you one of those type of persons, or where you like to go to like the neighborhood church and like the old fashioned?
I'm a street minister, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a church building, because I am the church. Everywhere I go, what my feet tread upon, you know what I'm saying, is on the ground, because I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? And I know this for a fact. You know what I'm saying? When I show up, you know what I'm saying, I bless the scene because of the power of God on the inside of me. You know what I'm saying? And turn the whole situation, you know what I'm saying, upside right, not upside down. You know what I'm saying?
Deep. That's deep.
So, and I can't, look, man, it's like this. You can't judge them before it's time. See what I'm saying? That's why the Bible tell you, man, judge not. You know what I'm saying? Just you be judged. Because I don't want to put my mouth on those preachers, man, and, you know what I'm saying, and speak ill against them when I really don't know. Because in the end, we'll know. See what I'm saying? Because what might look like a blessing could be a curse. What look like a curse could be a blessing. You don't know until, you know what I'm saying, the clock tick. You know what I'm saying? Then you'll be able to see in the end. So I'm not going to judge them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, you know, some stuff, you know what I'm saying, man? But then too, that's not my ministry. My ministry is, man, to enlighten you on what you can't see. Help you see what you can't see, because your eye can't hear, but you know, your hands can't hear what your eye can't see. You know what I'm saying? The hidden thing behind the scene. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even if I got to expose you to yourself, because a lot of times we are our worst enemy.
I can dig that. You told me some interesting stuff, man, about when you had got home or whatever. You said you took the jail pants or the prison pants and brought them to the free world, and you would wear them, and people would look at you crazy. Like, what was your purpose behind that?
See, man, a lot of things that these youngsters today, man, they spit stuff that they heard somebody else say, and it seemed fly. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you know, it's, I didn't bring my TDC ID home because that's janky. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Right. I don't look at stuff like that, man. You know what I'm saying? I brought my TDC ID home, and I'm saying I used to ride with it in my car on my rearview mirror to constantly remind me, you know what I'm saying, that if I get off track, that's where I'm going back. You know what I'm saying, to picking cotton and hitting on it in the turn road. When I was in the county jail, I brought my black and white stripes home. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And as a reminder. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, I don't go by what somebody else say. You know what I'm saying? It's about how I perceive it. You know what I'm saying? Because the worst thing you want to do, man, is be in a jam in behind somebody else. Right. Now, I can do some time in behind me. Right. But doing some time because you misled me, right? I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Right. So therefore, man, I had to tear down all my whole belief system and rebuild it because I never knew my dad. If he walked in this room right now, I wouldn't know him. You know what I'm saying? But my uncles taught me against my dad. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I didn't really hate my dad for me. I hated my dad because my uncles told me to hate my dad. So I had to rebuild all that. So when I saw that, I said, well, what else other people's belief system do I have? So I broke down everything and build back up, you know what I'm saying, on my thoughts, my decisions, on how I look at it. Now, you know what I'm saying, man, I love my dad, and I went to try to find him, but he was dead, you know what I'm saying? Right. You know, but I met my sisters and brothers, but you know what I'm saying, I love my dad because he gave me life. Right. You know what I'm saying?
I could definitely dig that. Well, you know, that was our time at the Rappers Lounge, man. We had a brief enlightenment from my partner Keith Carter, Keith Nephew Carter. That's the nephew, and that's Keith. You know what I'm saying? Carter on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? You want to give me your number one more time?
512-704-2352. And like I said, Keith Nephew Carter on Facebook. Inbox me or call me. You know, my wife will answer the phone. I am married. You know, she's kind of crazy. So. And I'm surprised she didn't break in the interview and give her number. So, you know what I'm saying? She's screening all counts. Now, but man, I really appreciate, man, this opportunity, man, this platform that you gave me, man.
Right,
you know
on.
what I'm saying, to express, man, you know, my views and my points, man, because I really feel that they valid, man. You know what I'm saying, and have, you know, have some weight and substance to it, man.
Right.
Because it has helped me, man, because my life has changed dramatically.
Right. Definitely could dig that. As far as you know, what can we expect from you in the future? Are there gonna be any more books written? Do you have any more projects coming up?
I'm currently working on a book called You Are Here. You know, when I was young, I used to go to the mall every Saturday. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And in the mall, it would have a map, a diagram to show me, you know, a overall view of the mall, its layout, and where I'm at. And I want to write. I am currently working on a book called You Are Here, showing you different places in life and explain, like, if this happening to you, this where you're at. You know what I'm saying?
Deep.
Like for
Like
example,
navigation.
yeah, like a navigation. Like here goes an example. When I wake up in the morning and I am frustrated with everything around me, right? You know what I'm saying? This stuff is just could get to me. I'm snapping. You know what I'm saying? It ain't so much as the people around me. Really, is something on the inside of me. Like I say, it's all about perception. One day, when I'm cool, when I'm Gucci or whatever, you can say something to me and it don't get to me. But then this day, when I'm irritated about something, you say, and I go off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing, but two different modes I was in. So You Are Here, the book You Are Here, is a navigation to show you, say, man, like when this is happening to you, bam, this is what's going on. Check this here. You know what I'm saying? See, it's like this. Like if you had a car and you pulled up in a car and you have a mechanic and a person who's not a mechanic. Right? Bam. The mechanic, he hear your car knocking. The other dude hear your car knocking too. But being that the mechanic know the mechanics of a motor, oh man, that car needs oil. And the other dude don't know, you know, he don't know nothing. So what I'm trying to do is equip people with the knowledge to know when you're knocking. When your motor is knocking. You know You'll be able to understand what's going on the inside of me. Because a lot of times it ain't the outside. See, we fight the outside. You know what I'm saying? See, you running from you moving from town to town, city to city, but you taking you everywhere you go.
Oh, that's
you
deep.
the common denominator in all your problems.
That's deep.
You looking at everybody else instead of looking at yourself.
That's deep.
Which might be the problem.
That's deep. I could dig that. When is this book supposed to be out?
Man,
are you still working on it?
I'm still working on it, man. And like I say, you know, I don't have a time date because, you know, I don't want to rush it. Right. I don't want to rush it. I want to get, you know, all the nuggets in there, man. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, like I say, just be on the lookout for it. Just be on the lookout for it.
Okay. So that's our time, man. You know, like I said, Keith Nephew Carter, Freddie Skillz. This is the Rapper Lounge, and we out.
Peace.